Alright, like I said, hey man, say man, it's your girl JehNotJay back in the building with another banger. We're gonna do another reaction video, and we're gonna get into Daily Wrap It Up Crew. I already watched some of their videos before. I have definitely tapped into some of their, W. Yes, W. We're doing a live reaction, so we're not only are we live, but we're gonna have this saved for all the people who missed live. So y'all got my people in the corner. We gonna tap in and see what they gotta say too. But this is a podcast episode from Daily Wrap It Up Crew. It says she admits it. Women confess to cheating more than men and more. I don't know these women who cheating and stuff. Jay not cheating and stuff like that. So like I've said it more than once that I feel like when they do these podcasts, they select a certain type of person to represent us as women, and I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? You ever played The Walking Dead? Yes, I have, but I've never done a video, and I'm willing to replay it if y'all want to see that. Let me know when we done with this. I'm gonna tap into y'all and we gonna see what's up. But let's tap into this and see what's going on.
And stats prove that women cheat more than men.
How?
I mean,
That's what the stats prove. What you mean?
It does show that. And women always say, we just better at, what they say, they better at cheating than men.
If they was better at, like, men cheat more. I don't care.
You going against the stats for your feelings?
Okay, I got you, bro.
I feel like my thing is like, I guess women I feel like have more sexual discipline. That's what I call it. Or
What? We just said they cheat more. How y'all got more sexual discipline?
Because men don't.
is that we want, right?
No,
I'm
women.
to respond
just
to this.
anything.
What if the stats
The bitch could
say?
be ugly as
That means they
And
did.
they
That
still
means
gonna
they
say
did
yeah.
a survey, and the bitches was like, "Yes, I was cheating. Yes, I was cheating," and the men was like, "No, I don't cheat on my bitch." Like that was.
You really think that's how it went?
You spell women wrong. About to get into it, y'all. Intro kind of long. You know what I'm saying?
All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No booger, but I go by the name of Eli. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, The Real Y Eli. As always, got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. If you're listening to another podcast, listen to us instead. The bars is like a Don Julio dance. It go over your head, you heard?
All right, last but not least, we got you, I guess.
I thought we said we was gonna let Ace finish it off, man. Like,
we want to switch the order?
we got to, because he actually, he give it. I give credit where credit.
My fault.
Yeah.
Start the next show. We gonna
What it do? It's your boy Jew.
Okay.
Y'all niggas want bars every week. I dibble, I dabble. I'm gonna put some words together like a nigga playing Scrabble. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all right there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like camera on bars, but
yo, man, put some respect on. He'll dish you like he did Leangelo. Nigga, fuck you talking about?
Smoke over there, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want those.
Anyway, man, we got some special guests. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
My name is Rachel. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Dakota Joyce Scott. Yeah.
I'm the big Dior, the biggest. You can follow me on Instagram at He Screams Dior, because he screams Dior. Period.
So why they ain't put their Instagram up?
Or is he a scammer?
Do you have any references like that we could call and see if they really be screaming at, or?
Yes.
Join the membership, like, I'm not, yo, anyway, man, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell, that's important. Listen to the podcast audio every Tuesday morning. Cop the merch, man. DailyRapupCrew.co. We got some new merch on the way. I'm not gonna hold you. We got some new designs. You know what I mean? Been working.
Okay, pause. I feel like I should answer this before we hear their opinions. So let's read this. Topics or question. Normally the dash is or. What are some negative behaviors or trends we've come to accept as normal? Negative behaviors or trends that we have come to accept as normal. I don't want to say we as a whole. Everybody doesn't accept this, but I think crash out behavior, like when it's overdid. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could get into a situation in their relationship and they'll fully crash out, like destroying people's stuff, cussing people out. I think people normalizing the crash out behavior right now. Like there was just a TikTok trend where they had people posting their crash out actions, like they have videos of them crashing out. Is a lot of, so that's something that I think a lot of people have accepted as normal, and they make it like this is cool to do, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with it. I think we still need to behave ourselves as adults. I don't think you gain anything from breaking somebody else's stuff, or any actions that you took that was crash out behavior. I think in the real, like on some IRL, which is in real life, I think on the real, like it's definitely not even worth it. And it's a lot that could come behind crashing out, but people making crashing out a funny thing, like it's cool to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll say it theoretically, but I never really go out there and be destroying somebody's stuff and going through their things. Like you said, it's because this new generation thinks it's fun. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So when they say trends or behaviors, that's exactly something that I think a lot of people is accepting right now. Like, and it definitely is the new generation. My generation, yeah, like the Black Forces, the Ski, you know what I'm saying, Pooh Shiesties, you know what I'm saying. They doing that right now. I don't know what's cool about it. I don't see what's fun about, like, even exposing some of the stuff that you did when you was in a hurt space. But yeah, we definitely got to clean that up. So let's see what they say, and then we're gonna get into that.
So yeah, make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. Let me get to this first topic, right? It said, what are some toxic behaviors or trends that we have normalized in society?
Well, what I cannot stand right now is that everybody's business is on Front Street. Like nobody has no mystery. Like everybody want to go on TikTok and tell their whole life, and it's like really annoying to me. Like, what happened to shame? Like, we need to bring shame back. Can we bring shame back? I want to bring shame back because everybody has no shame. They just do anything on Instagram, Facebook. They post their whole life on TikTok. They show their whole life. It's too much for me.
They gonna come out with a TikTok dance to shaming. Like they gonna embrace it. Like
While
okay,
spilling
Oh, I want to respond to that. I want to respond to what she said. So when it comes down to people posting their lives, I think to an extent a lot of stuff should be posted on social media. Like maybe the older generation doesn't really enjoy the fact that the younger generation posts everything, but certain things to me brings awareness to stuff. So like it's important to post it. You know what I mean? Like I've seen like the girl who caught herpes doing adult entertainment. She had caught a disease, and she literally was like, yeah, I didn't have it until this. She had the dates and all that. She didn't think to get him tested. Like, and apparently it was other people involved with that. It was other young ladies who also collabed with him and also contracted said disease. And when she came out with it, that was, to me, it was more so her protecting other people. Now, I do understand certain things should be kept in the closet. I don't think every single thing should be on social media. Absolutely not. But it's a lot of stuff that is on social media that I think is more than just sharing your business. It's bringing awareness. So like to an extent, I don't disagree with her when it comes to your business, but I also feel like some stuff is necessary to bring on the internet. And now in these days and times with content creating and stuff like that, content creators are more than just people that's making money behind these screens. These are the people that the next generation, like after this generation of people, like the 2000s, like they look up to a lot of these content creators, and some people don't have that at home. Somebody to look up to, somebody who can point them in the right direction. Everybody don't got that. So in my opinion, I feel like them posting could be an outlet for somebody. It could be a, like, let's look at it in that light instead of full blown negative, because I do believe it's levels to everything. It's levels to everything, absolutely. And we need to consider that when we having these conversations. So
AT at the same time.
shame on me.
Like, yo.
Nah, that's a good one though.
That is a good one.
I do feel like cheating is like normalized.
Okay.
Like
I don't.
And that's
people
all.
just making it seem like it's okay. or like having threesomes to make it seem like cheating is okay, and like
Having threesomes to make it seem like cheating is okay.
Yeah, what did that
But
have
is
to
that
do with cheating?
consensual?
Well,
If y'all-
I feel like a lot of, I don't want to say. Can I? Say
Why are you talking
niggas?
about?
Yeah,
Why are you talking
because
about
I feel
Iman
like-
and
I feel like-
Tiana like that, man? Don't do that. Like
They're not together no more.
I feel like niggas like try to convince their girl when they know, because women like they think with their emotions. So it's like woman's gonna do anything for their man to make them happy. So I feel like
Lies.
That's a lie.
that's not.
Oh.
Y'all having
like a lot
threesomes
of-
with women because y'all want to eat each other's coochies, not
think
because a
a lot of
nigga.
It's like
That's
that, but a
wild.
lot of girls been put in situations where they have to be not forced, but they want to make their man happy, and the niggas like,
Well,
come
they
on,
want someone to
babe,
love
like we
themselves.
could do this, you know, I'ma love
But
you
you,
more.
but you
and
know
the
why
girls is
though?
like,
Because y'all don't never give good gifts. So the best gift y'all give is
First of all, what does threesomes have to do with cheating? Nothing. First of all, nothing. Nathaniel's not a thing for one. Like, if both parties are cool with it, it's not cheating. What you set as a boundary in your relationship, how your relationship runs, and how that looks, that, you know what I'm saying? That's not. That doesn't mean it's cheating. You know what I'm saying? If y'all both parties are cool with this, it's not cheating. But what I will say is cheating is going behind your partner's back and doing acts like that with another person. Absolutely. Y'all didn't agree on that. That's not something that's within your relationship. You know what I'm saying? And women not giving good gifts is crazy. You can ask anybody who's received a gift from me. I've always been a great gift giver. So I don't know who he gonna speak to when it come down to that. But me personally, I've been told by all the people that I've gifted that I was a good gifter. I've been told that, so.
It's
First of all, that shouldn't even be a gift.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
But
I mean, for me,
is that
per
really
se, I'm
cheating
a
in
very.
that
That's
in
not
that
cheating.
scenario?
That's
like-
not cheating because you agreed to it
Mhm.
and you participated in it.
But
That
I'm
cannot be
saying
cheating.
it's like cheating is normalized because it's like, okay, for example, if
I
was
agree
to
with-
say
I
like
agree
a
with that statement.
threesome though, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna fuck the bitch in front of her, so it's not seeming like I'm cheating, but I really want to fuck another bitch.
You know what I hate though? When a nigga be like, but you pick the bitch. Why the fuck would I? So you want me to pick the bitch? And then when I turn around, no, you pick her. And then they be like, And then if a nigga pick the bitch, you've been trying to fuck her.
You've been trying to fuck her.
trying to
So
fuck
what's the
her.
point? That's why he said
Why
you
even
pick
do it in
her.
the first
Word.
place?
What the fuck?
'Cause
Huh?
first of all, hold on. If he pick her, number one, you're gonna think like that. Number two, you also gonna think, damn, that's really his type. That's who he really attracted to. Like
Mhm.
the jealousy factor. So he like, you know what,
And
y'all
then
picked them.
after that, you gonna think that he's still talking
I
to her
have, I
because he
have a
picked
whole
her.
story behind that too. Like,
But I low key
We got
Hey,
it.
story
We got ears. We got ears.
I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I really don't. But you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, ladies, if you have a friend that fucked your nigga, you fucked him together, and then she went back and fucked your nigga
by herself.
by herself, fuck her up.
Damn,
Period.
like, yo, I mean, shit. I guess that's the
What?
girl
But the thing
code.
is, I like threesomes. I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I enjoy them.
Shout out to her. Told you.
I do.
And it's cool, and it's
Because I want
cool.
them. I'm the one who be asking my man, like, do you want to?
See?
But there are some straight girls
her.
that are with their man and they're gonna do it because they want to make their man happy. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with that shorty, don't
do
be
it.
with her.
Don't do it.
And woman, don't convince yourself to do something if you don't like bitches. If you never ate pussy by yourself, don't eat pussy.
And you better not try
For
to
your
come here and
nigga.
eat my pussy if you don't know how
What?
to eat pussy. Girl, you better go practice.
You ever had a
wow.
girl that didn't know how to eat pussy?
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
Don't even do that, bro.
Is it crazy to think that I ain't think that
The
that would be
rebuttal to that is
possible?
going to sound crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on our end, like, you know, I know what you're going to lead to.
Nah. you know yourself.
All
I get
right,
it,
please
I
don't.
get
Like,
it,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but I was
Like-
saying because
So,
nah, I ain't
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
it.
No,
you going to say because they got
get
the
into
home
it, get
court
into it, get into
advantage,
it.
like, you know what
Huh?
I'm saying?
I want to hear it. Get into
We
it.
can get into it, like.
I'm just saying, all right, because we always talk about the home court advantage, right? Y'all know what women like or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all do have that curiosity. Most women do have that curiosity. So it's like you would think that they know what they're doing down there. I mean, and we've had women on the show say that women eat pussy better
I
than
don't
men.
think
They do.
that's fully
Right,
the
But
case.
so-
there's some girls,
But
I feel
do
like
get why,
you
that's why I
never
said,
learn,
yeah.
like, okay, you have to learn how to suck dick the
Mm-hmm.
same way you have to learn how to eat pussy. So you got to practice and keep practicing, keep practicing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, let's say a girl never did it. It's not going to be that great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a girl never sucked dick, is it going to be great?
I mean, you got,
Well, some
you got
people
natural
know.
born talent. No?
Some people got natural born
That's
talent.
true.
But at the end of the day,
Like me.
I
Oh,
can tell.
like her? Did she just
Where's
say
that
that?
the
Did she
Don
just say
Julio
like,
stuff going
it's
on?
like, where did this come from?
It must
Like,
be the Don, like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm-
Like, yo,
Don
Jew,
Julio.
it's like fill up my cup. Like,
Jew, what are some things that's normalized, negative things that's normalized in our society?
I would say glorifying violent, disrespectful people. Like we were just talking about
There
like
it
a
is.
situation prior to this. But you know, we tend to say, "Yo, free this person," knowing they don't need to be free half the time.
Oh my God, I do not disagree. You know what JJ did. JJ was actually wilding and profiling. But because JJ your homeboy, JJ should be out the pen? No. No. JJ hurt lots of people. JJ committed those crimes. We seen it in 4K. No, JJ do not need to be out here. Just send your boy some mail or something. Pen pal. They got video chat now from the pen. Video chat them. I do not condone it. Like, I definitely feel what he's saying. I do not condone it. People who's actively out here hurting people and hurting the community being back out here. Free who? Who?
Time, you get what I'm saying? Them niggas need to be
Mm-mm.
sit their ass down sometimes. So I mean, I
Facts.
think
in there.
the fact that we glorify and celebrate these people that don't need to be walking around. I don't need to say no names. Y'all know who it is. Some people got the person living in their crib. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, is in relationships with that person. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta also put the red flag on that.
That's
Mhm.
true. But a lot of people get locked up for things that they shouldn't get locked up for.
But the
though.
people who did it need
I
to stay the
agree.
fuck in there. Like, if somebody shot somebody in their face and they were like,
Facts.
"Oh my God, free my friend," no, keep him there.
Facts.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Word.
Keep him in the pen.
But that's not what's
Please.
said.
Protect
You know what I'm
us.
saying?
Yeah,
Mental
yeah.
illness is real. Like there's some people who are really fucked up in their head
Mm.
and they need to be restrained or in a place where they're not able to have access to people.
Jail.
100% jail.
Right.
Jail or mental
Or a
institution?
mental,
mental
institution,
institution.
yes.
Yeah, mental
They
institution.
got mental wards in jail. too.
Ace, what's your thoughts on this?
Toxic behaviors. I think women feel like it's okay to put their hands on men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think like it's not looked at as a big deal because, you know, we the stronger species or whatever, and or gender, whatever. I don't know that right now. But I think that it's just not taken seriously. Like you hit, if you go complain to the guy like, "Oh, my girl hit me," you know what I mean? They probably gonna laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But on the other hand of things, is like you going to jail as soon as they call the police. You know what I mean? So I think
You coming in with the SWAT team.
yeah.
I don't agree with women putting their hands on men. I don't agree with men putting their hands on women. I don't care how far. This is what I'm trying to say. You can get into a heated discussion, a heated argument without putting your hands on somebody. And my thing is this. If a woman put her hands on you and you hear her back, like, should she then be upset and calling the police and stuff when she also put her hands on you? I don't condone in hand to hand either way. Domestic violence either way. I don't condone it. I don't idolize it. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's funny. I don't understand why people even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then to be shocked when that man hit you back, after a while somebody gonna get tired of getting hit. They're gonna get tired of getting hit. And I think that more of us need to realize that women also can do domestic violence. It's not just men. And it's not even just lesbian relationships. And when we hear these conversations, a lot of people like to say, "Oh yeah, lesbians, they do be having domestic violence." A woman could beat a man. They can. And that man may have enough restraint where he never hit her back. He never defend himself. And instead he walk away. Those men are getting abused. They are in domestic relationships. You know what I'm saying? So protect them too. In general, domestic violence ain't cool. It's not cool. It's not funny. It's not raw. For real. The ladies do it all the time. Even when we don't put our hands on them, they still cry wolf to the 5.0. See, like I said, I personally, no, I'm not gonna put my hands on no man. I'm not. And then and if you ever were to do that as a woman, you have to accept the consequences behind it. In the same way a woman reports it, a man can report it. But I think men just don't report those things. Like, but y'all can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
outdoors, like, yo.
yeah. So I think that's normalized, and I think everybody just need to keep their hands to themselves, man. Everybody,
agree.
that's everybody on both sides. So,
Yeah, I seen Safari again. His, you know what I mean,
where you got
she done,
Safari.
she did
You got
table
those-
ladders and chairs.
you got Erica Mena hopping his wall and being his ass, and I laughed at that. I ain't gonna.
I don't think you should have laughed
But
at
if
that.
if that was the other way around, he would have probably
been in jail.
Yeah, he'd have been in jail.
Like she went on a ladder. Like where did
Yeah.
you get the ladder from? One and two.
At
how
Hardy.
did you do that?
Yeah, that shit.
I gotta see this video. I don't know what the fuck.
You ain't
that's
seen
She
She
climbed the
crazy.
ladder, bro.
on his fence, bro.
And
she
it
had
wasn't
a
no little ladder, bro.
It's
Not
like,
the
I've
little
seen
step.
that. I've
It's
seen
I'm
that.
it's
like some
That-
WWE
ladder.
type.
yes,
shit,
yeah,
like-
table ladders and chairs, bro.
Straight up.
We were
That's-
just
that
talking
is crazy,
about
like-
this. That's crazy. We was
They
talking
don't
about
believe
this
the
on the train.
guy.
Like
Gotta start recording.
we feel like,
think.
I feel like,
Mhm.
you know, you should not put your hands on no man.
Mhm.
And I feel like if you
Facts.
putting your hands on a man
Shit.
and he need to defend himself, I feel like he should be able to defend himself.
Yeah, defend yourself. I'm a big proponent of defending yourself, but you can't take it too
There's a
far.
difference
Yeah.
between you gotta restrain.
Yeah,
Like
re-
restrain like
I
punching
think-
and slapping.
right,
Like at the end of the day, if you like let's say I slap a man and then he like punches me dead in my face and I'm knocked out, like my slap didn't knock you out.
But you shouldn't
don't
have
But I
mean
did
it's
it.
shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
One. I
That don't, like you just said, that don't mean it's acceptable though. This is the thing. It don't matter what you do. A hit, a smack, a tap, a shove, a little push, a little swing. Be ready for the consequence of your actions, bro. Be ready for the consequences of your actions, bro. It doesn't matter if you're hit or push or swing. It don't matter if it don't hurt. Some people, they have these like distinct ways to react to things. I can't control how I may react when I'm defending myself. Do that make sense? So if you put your hands on me, you put your hands on me right now. And I'll just start beating you up after that. I can't control the way that I responded because I was defending myself. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can't control how you respond to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody told my ex that. That's a fact though. Just stop putting your hands on people, period. Just remove yourself, period. That's what people need to do. Remove yourself expeditiously. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's not putting your hands, whether it's a male or female, ain't gonna help, period. It's not gonna help at all. At all. You might as well remove that from the whole relationship. That should be a non-negotiable. I think relationships would be so much better if more people took time to take space and understand the dynamics of a relationship, and we all set the same standards. If everybody, it's just like when people go on strike, if we all set the same standards, things would be better. If we all set the standard, I ain't gonna date nobody who put their hands on them. Don't you think it's gonna be less people, far less people who do that? Way less situations, because the standard is set by everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you about to go get some shoes. This is a prime example. You about to go get some J's. Some J's just come out. The price is $150 at every store except this one store. It's $130. Ain't you about to go buy it the $130? Yeah, you're gonna buy it the $130. But if they all $150, then you're gonna go to either store. It don't matter what store you go to because it's $150. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be $150 regardless of where I go, so it don't matter. As long as they got it, I'm there. But if this one store not setting the standard, they setting at $130, most people gonna want to go to the store that got the $130. Then they'll double back with the $150s. But that's how I look at society. If one person ain't setting the standard with everybody else, it's never going to be correct. It's never going to be efficient because we all have to come to a collective decision on us all not accepting one thing. So once we figure that out, dating is gonna be a lot better.
understand, but some people cannot control themselves.
You can't control people's reaction.
You
to things,
can't.
and that's why
You
I say
can't.
everybody
That's a
need to
fact.
keep their hands
You
to
can't.
themselves.
Exactly.
But I would say that if I was in that situation, I believe restraint is the way to go and not like
See?
react. But you got to be in tune with yourself to, you know what I mean, control your emotions to do that.
That's very true. And you have to also remember, you know, depending on who you are, but for myself, I would think like I got things to lose. Like
Mm.
I don't want to put myself in a compromising situation that's gonna
Right.
put me
That's it.
in
That's it.
jail.
Women get comfortable after a while. Like if you, hey, chill, baby, and oh, stop, or don't do that no more. And she did it. She gonna do it again, and then she gonna see how far she can go.
Mm.
That's usually what happens.
Mm.
It starts with
I
a
don't
little
know those
here,
women.
then she doing the shit harder. Now she doing the shit in public. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
human behavior.
I'm
You're
not-
getting punished
Yeah.
for something that you're gonna keep
Wow.
doing it until there's some type of ramification. Like, you know what I mean?
Word.
you might have to leave her, but you know, I don't want to be the one to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Because even look, the thing is, and I don't condone violence, but the
Me
thing
either.
is, as you as a man, if you restrain yourself,
Yeah.
that's cool and that's understandable. But she's not gonna learn that, so now she's gonna go to the next. She might go to the next nigga and think that's tolerable too. So somebody gonna crack after a point. Like and like you said, just keep your hands to yourself. That way nobody don't gotta come to that boiling point and slap the shit out of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wig over there, your fucking lashes over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think something that's like normalized is clout chasing. Like, for sure, I feel like that's been normalized now. Everybody doing shit for likes. Everybody doing shit for attention. And I feel like that's way too normalized. Like, just doing reckless shit,
Yeah,
whatever
just
the
for
case is. Like, you
views.
know,
That's a fact.
But the
Yeah.
reason people do clout chasing is because now we can make money from social
Is the money
media.
worth your life?
And a lot of people want to do stuff
a lot of
to
people
be
ain't making
out
money.
of the ordinary so they can make money
People
off of
doing it
social
for
media.
free.
People showcase their lifestyles who have benefited from social media, and it seems like a lavish life.
Mhm.
And a lot of people would love a lavish life, so they're like willing to do whatever it takes so they can get that type of lifestyle that they're
But
seeing.
that's not cool.
yeah, but that even goes back to how you were saying how people
Yeah.
overshare. That's a part of clout chase. You feel like if you overshare, you're gonna get that attention. The blogs are gonna repost, or whoever the fuck gonna repost the shit. You know what I mean? That's a part of the clout chasing. Like, you know.
People do stupid shit. Like, they be pranking random people in the street. Like, you don't know if that's
Bruh, and then be getting shocked when that random person react. Oh my God, y'all. I was just watching a video of this girl walk up to this girl. You need that? You need that? You need that? Girl confused. She like, are you good? Do you need that? She just kept pushing her. Do you need that? And then got shocked when the girl was ready to squab up with her though. I have to defend myself. What? Stop pranking people in there, expecting them not to respond. I just seen another video, because, you know, I be on TikTok. I love me TikTok. I just be scrolling. You seen that before, for real? I seen a TikTok. They were in the mall. And this girl, I want to say, it was either a girl. I want to say it was a girl. So they on the escalators. There's people going up and there's people going down. The girl going up on the escalator, this dude was with his girl. She gonna touch him talking about, hey, daddy, or something like that. First of all, who? Man, she grabbed that girl by that wig and made her walk backwards on that escalator while they was going down and she was going up. Made her walk backwards. She like, no, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. Oh my God, getting the attitude. Are you shocked? Are you shocked? Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked, huh? Why are we shocked? This is the real world, man. People do not play out here. Some people don't have nothing to lose, bruh. Nothing to lose. Y'all have to be careful pranking these people. Seriously. And even when I say y'all have to be careful, y'all shouldn't be pranking people y'all don't know. Because even people you know, you never know how somebody will react. You never know that they last, you feel me? That could be the last straw and they about to blow up. You know what I'm saying? You have to stop playing with people, bruh. Stop playing with people before you get played with. And don't be shocked that you getting played with. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh my God.
that could be somebody's 13th reason why, and they do something bad to you. So, like, people need to just stop fucking with random
I
people.
like that bar. Right
Cut it
there.
out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like them white boys that be in the hood, like messing with the
pranking
hood,
people,
pranking
yeah.
people, like, yo, you
Doing
really,
the gang signs
the
and
gang
shit.
signs
Oh,
really
and
risky your life,
Okay.
bro.
Do you live to live?
Word.
Cause I like my life. I'm not gonna be
Value
going
your
to like
life,
no
man.
random hood and be like fucking with people. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I curse? I'm sorry, I keep cursing.
Hey, you could.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm
Value
not about to
your
sit here
life.
and just go to some random person. You don't know how their day was
What?
before you came into their face and was pranking them. Like, if somebody came to me and pranked me and I had a badass day, I'll make your day so bad. I'll be pranking you.
Now that's very true. That's very true, and we see this all the time because we drive every day, and you know, like especially when you at a red light and I should just turn green and somebody beep their horn.
Mhm.
Like I
Big
seen
bro.
the other day, a motherfucker just like the shit just changed. And nigga beep this horn. The nigga got out the car and pressed that nigga like, yo, what the like you don't know what the fuck motherfuckers be going through. So him coming out his car. He probably on her motherfuckers beeping his horn 100 times, and you that same person that he didn't even get to take the foot off the brake and you beep me your horn. He might go to the glove department and be like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't never know what
Facts, you never
somebody is
know,
going through. I think
bruh.
another thing that we normalize is hustle culture. And I say hustle culture because I think a lot of time that leads into like burnout. Like you see a lot of people are burning out now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they have to hustle so much or do so many things, but now they can't even fully like operate because they so crashed out. They thinking that they got to work 24/7. They taking that shit literal. Like, you get what I'm saying? And now they burnt out. Now they feel like they can't do this no more, and that's taking a toll on them mentally. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that we do normalize, get into that bag or whatever by any means.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not taking care of our own mental health in that process. Like,
And that affects a person's personal life, their
It do.
relationship, their family.
Yeah.
I dated somebody who always felt the need that he needed to work. And I'm like, okay, but you want me in your life. You want a relationship, but then like you're not making any time for me. So how are you going to work? And I'm like, just because you're not focusing on writing music at this moment doesn't mean that you're not going to come up or you're not going to be successful. You just worked for 5 hours. Give yourself some time to rest and actually enjoy life, because you don't know.
Girl, he worked for 5 hours and you talking about get some rest and enjoy life? What? 5 hours? That's a lot of time. He said burning yourself out. You're not going to burn out after 5 hours. What? You can still enjoy the rest of your day after a 5-hour shift. Burn out for 5 hours? I don't even think you legally get a break working 5 hours. What? What? What is she talking about? 5? Cinco? No, that's not even a shift for real. What? No, maybe 8. Because, you know, Monday through Friday is 8. Okay. I could see somebody being burnt out doing that. And you don't even know if they doing overtime. That's just their schedule. You know what I'm saying? 12s, burnt out for sure. 12s, 16s. You feel me? That's burnt out. 5 hours? She got it.
What tomorrow looks like.
Yeah.
5 hours? That nigga he better do another shift.
Listen,
You feel
I
me?
work.
What's
I
5
go to
hours?
School. I'm a mother. I go to school. I have a full-time job. 5 hours. What was he doing for 5 hours? Writing music.
Writing?
For 5 music. For 5 hours.
He better
I
write.
could say he ain't shit. You know.
Is he? Is he a good? Is he a good rapper?
You know.
Okay.
Damn.
Why? What?
You know, can I say that too? Normal. Everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be in music. Listen, we need mechanics. We need doctors. We need lawyers. Y'all all
Carpenters.
can't rap. Can we? You
A
know?
lot of y'all
You
can't
gotta
rap.
go to trade school,
Yeah.
man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's where the money is
I
really in
disagree
trade
with
school.
that.
And people so conditioned to
Plenty
go
of music
to college
artists.
and put themselves in debt. No, go to the trade school. Like, I promise you. Like,
True.
Shoot, you don't
another
even gotta
thing-
go to grade school. Trade school. You don't even gotta do that. You feel me? Some people, man, I was just looking at somebody who do cybersecurity, bruh. Dude do cybersecurity, bruh. And with him doing cybersecurity, he literally went to YouTube University. Y'all know YouTube University. He learned from YouTube University, and that's basically how he became who he was supposed to become. You know what I'm saying? He watched YouTube videos to learn how to code so he could take his test, get his certifications for cybersecurity, and start working cybersecurity. You do not have to go to school. There are free ways to be successful. I seen a personal chef. She learned how to cook with cookbooks. She learned how to cook on her own time. There are people who's making careers out of doing nothing right now. It's free to come up. I remember my parents were saying how social media, you couldn't get paid from that at one point. Like, you weren't getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Now you can use social media to not only get paid by doing content, but to learn to get paid doing something else. Take advantage. I think that's why I be so like taken back when people in this generation, it's certain stuff that I just can't accept, because that we have so many opportunities, bro. We do. It's how many people got that drive though. And I'm not gonna be the person to force the horse to water. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force the horse to the water. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make it drink it. You know? It's on you to want that for yourself. But, you know.
That people normalize is, I see this in the black community a lot, is resorting to gun violence. You know what I mean? And when I grew up, it's like you had to know how to throw your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like that
don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that don't exist no more. It's like everybody want to resort to like, yeah, I shoot niggas. I mean, it's like
They glorify those niggas that do that too.
yeah, it's like yo, like. But what about your hands though? Like you can't protect yourself without a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's something that we need to go back to. It's crazy because it's crazy talking about you need to go back to punching people in the face, right? But it's like yo, like live to like you remember Friday, live to fight another day, son. You know what I mean? Like yo, we need to go back to them days. Like
You know,
stop-
I really wish there was more information on this because you know when we was growing up, fighting was
Let me read this comment. That's why I told you I would try to help with this. So in the future, I might be able to start getting money off of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
you know
many
you had to hear
ways.
about the fight. It wasn't no World Star.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
the
true,
World
true.
Star started to come in
I think
after.
that's another reason why
But
people.
that's another thing. People are afraid to get embarrassed. You know what I mean? So now it's like, yo,
Great point.
like you know, I'm not about to get embarrassed. If I lose this fight, I'm not about to get embarrassed to get the
Yeah.
blicky. Like you know what I'm saying? So I think you know you didn't see, and it wasn't as much
Sorry,
guns. Or
y'all.
maybe it was. We just didn't see them like that, or maybe
Nah,
it
it
just wasn't as
definitely
accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers go to Walmart and get a gun like literally. But
I'm a yapper.
yeah, I
y'all.
think that probably does coincide with people not wanting to be embarrassed because they can't throw their hands or they don't they scared to get fucked up. Like you know what I mean?
Go take
This one, I
class
think
or
this next one is a bit controversial.
something.
I think in our community specifically, I think we normalize abortions too much, man. And I say this because
Oh my God. I'm sorry, but my own opinion, I don't agree with you being a part of this conversation. I don't. If anything, if you really do some research, we not normalizing abortions the way, you know what? I'm not even gonna say who. But let me just tell you this. I don't think we normalize it. I don't. I think that we are sympathetic and understanding to the ones who've been through experiences that make them have to get abortions. There are so many situations of women going through things that they have to do that. And it's more of the betterment, not just because they don't want to have a child, but let's think about the life that the child may come into. Let's consider the parents that the child may have and how that could be their said parent. You know what I'm saying? Let's consider that child who was raised in this toxic lifestyle that they may be brought into. Let's say, you feel me? Let's consider that their mental health could be messed up over time because of what happened before their birth. Let's consider that. When we had these abortion conversations, we need to consider that. We do. It's they say it's outliers and all these other things. I'm telling you right now, every child deserves a parent. Every child deserves a parent. But does every parent deserve a child? No. No. And then people say just had a kid. If the mother shouldn't had a kid and they took them through the system isn't always what's best for that child. The system could be worse. You understand me? I've heard stories of things. And I'm never gonna tell nobody personal business. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard so many different things. Social media, like how y'all say everybody tell everybody business. Social media, literally, go on social media, bro. It's a lot of situations where I understand. I do. Now, with me personally, would I do that? No, I would not. It's not something that I'm cool with my personal self. It's not something that I want to experience on my own. No. However, I'm not gonna judge nobody who does it. None. Cause I don't understand their reasoning. And even with me understanding their reasoning, who am I to judge? I'm not the man upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that they having this conversation. And it has nothing to do with my personal experiences. It's just based on the things that I've seen, that I've read, the story times, the videos, like, yeah, like,
because when you look at abortions, all abortions in America, 40% of them is like are from black women in our community. That means
Yeah.
black
okay,
women are
that's not
responsible for the
whole,
majority.
that's less than half. That's less than half. That's not majority. 40%. Is he cool? 100% is the whole, right? 40%, half is 50%. 40% is less than half. So what are you talking about? What are you saying? Based on your stats, I ain't even see a statistic pop up on the screen, but based on your facts, based on what you just said, they're not majority. They're not. 40% isn't majority, bro. What? What are you saying? And there's different type. Do some research, please. I ain't even trying to be this person. I'm not saying he don't know what he talking about. I'm not trying to say that. I don't know, but what I do know is there are several reasons why abortions happen. And just to touch on one reason is if a woman can't give birth to that child, but because her life could possibly be placed in danger, or the child didn't make it before the child was able to touch earth, so they have to remove said baby. There are different. Do some research, please, because this is insane.
Of the abortions that go on in America, like, you get what I'm saying? From
40%.
I think I
is
see
a
another
majority.
number from like since 1973, we aborted about 20 million black babies. Like, you know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Like, that's a lot of motherfucking babies. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and I think instead of normalizing that, I think we need to normalize proactive measures like having safe sex. You know what I mean? The contraceptive that's available.
But it feels
Shit,
so good without it.
Why would he say that? I do believe that the contraceptive, I do believe that that should be front and center when it comes to what should be advocated for. I don't advocate, I don't necessarily agree with it either. Like with myself, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why people do it. And if we're going to talk about contraception, you as a man, cause y'all don't even like using contraception all the time. I've heard like how homeboy just said, real childish. Like, my thing is this: why don't you get a vasectomy then? If you don't want to wear nothing, why don't you get a vasectomy? Like, why not? Let's not even put people in that position. Another thing, why are we just sleeping with people who we don't see ourselves having a future with? Why are we doing that? Okay.
Marry before you carry.
Does AIDS feel good?
What? I don't got that.
But you said unsafe sex. It feels so good without it, but
It was a joke.
oh, okay.
And I have one part. I have one part.
So I think before we get to aborting, I
Nail
think
it.
we just need to practice simple things like marry before you carry, this contraceptive, like, you know what I mean, safe sex. And nobody even really talks about that.
Wait, was that a joke though?
But
What?
I hope it was.
What you just said?
What feels so good without it?
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a joke, but
was-
there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm about to say because he got like a million kids.
The way I
That is
said it
true.
was jokingly.
Oh,
That is
okay,
true.
okay.
You got a roster over there.
Yeah.
But I ain't fucking wild women. You know what I'm saying?
That is
He
also
do got
true.
one. He do got one. He do got one.
That is also true. Like,
it takes two to tango, though.
Mm-hmm.
When
No, I'm not
say-
putting the ownership only on women. I'm just saying in
Okay.
general that safe sex.
I
married
do
before
remember
carry-
you doing that though.
I mean, I said the majority of the
It
ownership.
don't even have to be
Like, you know what I'm
about
saying?
marriage.
It's a but you know it's a history of it. Like, what happened between, like you said, the 1970s? What happened in the 80s? It was a big crack epidemic.
Mhm.
So like a lot of single mothers came about, and a lot of women cannot take care of so many kids by themselves. They dumped drugs into our community, and then we as Black women had to step up because a lot of our men was either strung out or in jail. So
Wow.
we had to start getting abortions because we can't afford all these kids. Like, I want to get a better job. How am I going to get a better job if I have to take care of about 6, 7, 8 kids?
Yeah, but no, that's understandable. I'm
And
not
the-
taking that. I'm
and
just
I
saying
get
we need to get to a point before we get to abortions.
Yes.
We need to practice
I don't
marry before you
disagree with
carry,
that,
safe
though.
sex, like on both sides. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I
safe-
mean? Like, I'm not
yeah.
saying just the woman or whatever the case is, but before we get to this point where we have to terminate Black children because we need those babies in our community, obviously, like, you know what I mean? If what they say, the Black population in America is only
down.
like 40 million. We are terminated 20 million of that since, like, you get what I'm saying, the 70s. Like, so with our population decreasing, obviously we
Mhm.
got other people coming into this country that's ultimately going to maybe push us out. Like, you get what I'm saying? So we need to just practice more things just to prevent those things. Or
But
whatever.
For sure.
In schools, they need to teach more about that too.
For
and
sure.
then as like a lot of things also in like the Black community where we're so hush hush. So we don't teach our children about safe sex. It's just like, don't have sex. Okay, but why shouldn't I have sex? Like, it feels good though.
you need to be
You
more
had sex
detailed.
before, so like we need to start giving our children, like I have a daughter.
I had a
And
conversation,
like
so-
I had my daughter young. I had my daughter at 20, which is not that young, but it was young for me. I'm a single mom.
Mhm.
And if I got the certain conversations from my mother, I I'm not saying that, you know, I would have probably waited, but I love my daughter to death, but I wish I would have had her at a time, like probably now, because I'm more set in my life. Like I'm 26. I'm about to get my master's. Like I'm in a better place now. Like I'm a case manager for the city. I'm in a better place. But when I was 20 years old, I was a stripper. I was dancing. I was bartending. Like, and I wasn't ready to have that child. But now, like, if we have them conversations, like when my daughter gets older, I'm gonna have them conversations with her, and I'm gonna take her to the OBGYN when she gets her period to start her own birth control. Because I cannot stop my child from doing what other people probably she's gonna see it. So like you think that your kids is not gonna see it. You see internet today, kids are shaking their ass, and I wish they wouldn't, but kids are doing certain things on the internet
way younger
than they should. Like when we was younger, we would get our ass whooped.
For sure.
Like
we didn't have access to that type.
We didn't
like,
have
I was just listening to a
access to
Missy Elliott song, right? And she had a lot of like innuendos in her song. You had to be like an adult to understand what the fuck she was saying. Like even as an adult, I still like, damn, I just caught on to what the fuck she said. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now kids are just hearing just the vulgarness blatantly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they're seeing it on TikTok. Like they're seeing it on TikTok. They're seeing it on YouTube. Even I'm like,
but this the thing though. Something that they ain't gonna touch on, which I'm gonna say this because I know they ain't gonna touch on it. All the devices that you got at home, you know you could put parental lock on them. You know you could set them up so your kid just can't access everything, right? But are you taking the time to do that? Are you actively checking your child's phone? Are you actively checking to see if your child has social media? Are you actively making sure these things? Are you allowing your kid to just be a kid? Are you removing things as a parent from your kid growing up fast? Are you doing that though? I don't know. Because growing up for me, kids had to sit at the kids' table. You know what I'm saying? Your parents went through your phone. They kept tabs. They watched what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you gonna get in trouble or nothing like that, but you know what's going on with your kid because you're active, you're involved. You know what I'm saying? When you did certain stuff, you get on YouTube. When I went to my grandmother's house and I got on YouTube, she had YouTube Kids. You can't just go on YouTube and be looking up crazy stuff on YouTube because the YouTube Kids is signed in. The only way for you to access the rest of YouTube is by using her YouTube account. You know what I'm saying? But how many parents are doing that right now? I don't necessarily blame the kids because y'all allowing them to be in adult spaces. Growing up for me, a kid wasn't always allowed to be in adult spaces. But if you allow that, are you shocked that your kid fast? Are you shocked that your kid is doing adult things because you weren't monitoring them? You weren't involved. It's not and like I don't know. But I think it's if not just at home, it can be school or anywhere they see these pop up now. Okay, but if all parents come together as a whole and make sure that everything is locked down, will it be that at school or at home? How many parents let their kids get watched by iPads? The iPad is the babysitter. The iPad is the one watching their child. How many parents do that? I had to go outside, ride your bike. Go play tag or something. Go play basketball at the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't able to be on your device all day. And even when you was on your device, a lot of the stuff was set up so like my Xbox account, my dad had the hold of the Xbox account. He had the adult account, and then my account was under his account as the child account. And as a kid, you can't just add whoever you want to. You can't just be in any Xbox party. Like your parent monitors that. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody did the same thing, your kids, you wouldn't have to stress about when your kids go to school. And which when doctoring your children anyway, you should have just that much trust in them when you send them to school anyway. Because you raised them the way that, you raised them right. You know what I'm saying? Even if they seen it, y'all should have that open communication where they can come to you and say, hey, I seen this at school. I want to know about it. Because you rather them learn from you than learn at school, right?
Them little kids on that be playing on YouTube. My daughter be watching. I'd be like, turn that shit off. Like, what are they doing? I'm gonna put something educational on. Cause they I call it like children reality TV shows. That's what they're watching, like on YouTube, and they're playing with games and like acting out and shit like that. And it's just like there's so much underlying
YouTube
shit
Kids, then.
that they're seeing that
It's on Disney too. I
It is.
mean,
It's been on
it's everywhere.
Disney.
It's everywhere.
What
It's on
happened?
Disney?
Nick,
Yeah.
what happened? You remember watching what's that that documentary that just came out? Nick, Quiet on the Set. It was so much stuff in Nick when we was younger. We thought it was funny. It was mad sexual shit on there.
It's never me growing up.
But when you were a kid, like you said, when I was younger, I thought it was funny. And then I realized as an adult it was this though. Y'all allowing y'all kids to be adults young. So if they're a child young, they're gonna know these things. An innocent child ain't gonna know that though. They not gonna understand it. It don't matter if it's in there or not. They not gonna get it. I don't condone it though. I think kid stuff to only be kid stuff. Leave kid stuff to colors and stuff. Leave kid stuff to math and educational stuff that they can learn for fun. Y'all remember bubble guppies and stuff like that? Leave kid stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all,
I never really seen.
what do I know?
You know, you knew characters had parents, but you never really seen
never
them
really
be
seen the
intimate.
parents.
Now you starting to see so much
Anyway,
intimacy from. You know what I mean?
It's weird.
We seen Fred Flintstone and Wilma, but we ain't never see them in the bed. You get what I'm saying? Like all these other cartoons, they
That's
all
valid.
fucking hell.
Like I Love Lucy,
feel
they
that.
didn't even sleep in the same bed. I Love Lucy, they had 2 beds. You could go watch that right now. They didn't even sleep in the same bed.
That's good. That is interesting. How you got 2? That's crazy. Like
Because that was normalized back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Like sexual stuff back then was not normalized, but now we're normalizing it and we're sexualizing stuff too. That's why I said we're sharing too much stuff
for
on
sure.
the internet. Our children could see that, even though they're like, "Oh, you should need to watch what your children's watching." I cannot
do.
watch what my child's watching 24/7. I work
Yeah.
like, and then you don't know what.
But what you can do when you're not around your child the whole time is you could set up parental stuff so they can't just do anything. You can do that. That's possible. I'm not gonna say you can't protect them. You could fully protect them from everything because you can't. You can't protect them from every single thing, but you can handle what you can handle. And are you at least making sure that is good? Do you get what I'm saying?
Other
Kids are sneaky as
and
fuck
kids are
anyway.
sneaky and I have a 5-year-old, but listen, you don't know what other kids. She goes to school. You don't know what other kids are exposed to
That's
that they
true.
talk to each
Look
other.
at that.
But if y'all all come in
sneaking
unison,
shit, and we had to plug our
Yeah.
fucking phone line into the internet. So they got that shit right on their phone. Like
Right.
they gonna find shit. Like it's too easy. Like
Mhm.
there's no way you could to control everything in
You
kids'
can't.
bro.
Yeah.
I
So
ain't
the
saying you
conversations
can
are
control
needed.
everything.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
but can you
Let me get to this
focus
next
on what you
topic.
can control?
What differentiates a wife from a girlfriend?
He be saying it a little different. What distinguishes a wife from a girlfriend in terms of what they bring to a relationship?
As far as
Let me
what they
see
bring to a
what they gotta
relationship.
say.
I love my man.
What? I just want to get that out.
Listen,
I
okay.
don't want to get that out there. Like
I just have to get that. I love my man. I'm gonna say that maybe last year when I was dating somebody else and he wasn't doing that much for me, I was not playing the role I'm playing now. Like the man I am with right now, he's very like he provides for me and I can provide for myself. But he adds into it. So I cook him dinner. I
you're married.
He's not answering the question. What distinguishes a wife from a girlfriend? Like what are the distinct differences?
No, I'm not married.
Okay.
So I
See,
have
that's
I
why
have
it
a
makes no
boyfriend, but
sense.
like I will like he does so much for me. Like we do for each other. Like I wouldn't say 50-50, but we do a lot for each other emotionally, emotionally, mentally. I wouldn't really financially, yes, but at the end of the day, when you're dating someone, you're auditioning to be somebody's wife. You're auditioning to be somebody's husband. So
That might be true.
don't do
but what's
too
the
much
difference?
in the relationship where he gets comfortable and thinks he doesn't have to marry you, but you gotta put into your relationship.
So what differentiates a wife
Exactly.
from a girlfriend? That's
The ring.
that's it.
What's
Just
the
the
ring?
ring.
No, the ring.
I
The
don't
family.
see the point of marriage. I see a lot of people just getting divorced.
But marriage is big
And
though.
They get married and then they get a divorce. And then people are doing things when they're a wife as a girlfriend. But I guess there's not really any difference
It is a
anymore
difference.
nowadays.
It's the legalities of it. Let's say my boyfriend goes in the hospital right now and he gets shot or something. Knock on wood, I hope that never happens. I cannot do anything about it because I'm not his wife. I'm not his next of kin. So like being married, it's big. There's a lot of legalities to it. Like,
so that's the difference, just the legalities.
it's
of
a
it.
business.
It is a business. That's it.
It's just a business.
That's
It's a
it.
contract. Though.
It's a
But
contract.
you said you never your parents married?
My parents been married for 24 years.
And my parents were married.
My
I don't
parents
know
have
how many years,
houses.
but for a very long time.
But so wouldn't you say that's a good experience of marriage to you?
Yes, I think like I learned a lot from both of my parents being married, but my mother, like, you know,
I'm asking her because she says she doesn't see the purpose in marriage. So that's
Yeah,
why.
because my parents been married. I'm 28, so they've been married probably for 30 years. And I mean, they're cool with each other, but it's not no I love you. Oh, we'll sleep in the bed together now. So it's like, what's the point?
What do you mean though? Can you elaborate? Like, what do you mean they don't speak?
They don't love each other.
They're cool, like
I'm
they're cool with each other. Sometimes they argue, sometimes they don't. But I mean, my dad provides the house and my mom cooks, not for him anymore, but for herself and for the kids. And he cooks for
She
himself.
gotta get out.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
don't
like
I don't see
at
that.
a point it's like okay, we're together. That's why I'm
They're
like
just coexisting.
that's why I don't
That's
really
coexisting.
I don't really
So your dad
watch
is
marriage
providing.
anymore.
For your mom, but she don't cook for them.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
I didn't have that experience when I was younger. Like I see my parents love each other. My parents work on the same job. Like my parents met each other on the job. They both worked for the MTA.
But that's why I say that
What's the difference?
because I was having a conversation with my brother the other day. And he said, "Oh, we was talking about how parents staying in relationships for the kids,
The kids.
and that's
I've heard that before.
and I'm like that shit is toxic in itself.
It
Like
absolutely
you
And
stay
it's sad.
a 2-parent household works when them 2 parents is thriving. Like if y'all not thriving,
And let me add to that. I don't think a 2-parent household is limited to the biological parents. A 2-parent household could be the stepfather and the biological mother and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's not a 2-parent household ain't necessarily just the 2 biological parents, in my opinion.
thriving together, that's not a good representation of what they should be aiming for. You know what I mean? Because you grew up in a 2-parent household, which is good, but your parents don't seem like they. You know what I mean? And now you over here talking about you don't see the value in marriage. So it's like it doesn't like a 2-parent household has to be a good 2-parent household like for it to be effective though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really
But
disagree
I
with
think
that,
sometimes
though.
people
I
get
feel
caught
like-
up on the idea of what a relationship's supposed to look like. Like they see it on TV, you know, there's real life and there's, you know, reality TV. You know, we love each other, but there's gonna be some times where we not gonna agree with each other. There's gonna be some times I'm gonna need some space from your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people just like, oh, we gotta be on each other. You gotta be doing what I want you to do all day, 24/7, and you gotta
Who
be
feels that way?
protecting,
enjoy
providing,
space.
and making me happy. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, even when he asks you guys this question, I still ain't hear
An
like
answer.
what the
legit
woman is
answer.
doing. You get what I'm saying? Like I always get into a heated debate every time I'm on the show because I always hear women talk about what the guy is doing. Oh, yeah, he's providing for me, and then yeah, I'm doing the same. Like it's no elaboration when it comes to what a woman's supposed to do for a man, and that's why sometimes I get frustrated because I never hear it.
But didn't I just say I cook for my man, I clean for him, I do all that?
You didn't say that.
I did
She
not
said
say
that.
that.
She
No.
said
I did.
Oh, maybe I didn't hear it.
Yes, I
I'm sorry.
do.
Oh, I
Like
ain't
I
hear
like
it.
he does a lot for me, so I do for
You
him.
went through that before?
And like
Yeah.
I seen my mom do that too. But
Yeah.
so my
Even though she's saying this, I don't think they answering the question though. Like, I don't know.
parents, like they've been married for 24 years.
Okay.
And I've seen them fight. I've seen them go through a lot of stuff, but I always see them try to work it out, not for the kids, but
Mhm.
for themselves. Like they built a life with each other. They own houses with each other. They own cars with each other. So I see the value of marriage because I've seen how much they put in to each other.
You had a good representation of what loves in a family should look like.
Should look like.
But I believe there's a lot of more broken families where, you know, women hear from their mothers and fathers how much they don't need a man. I just seen a video recently where a father was like, let me show you how to change a tire so you won't need a man. And I'm like,
My mom taught me how to do that.
I was
My
taught
mother
how
knows
to
how to do
change
that.
a
My
tire,
dad.
too.
but that's not even the important.
But it wasn't because I don't need a man. A man ain't always gonna be available. What you supposed to do when it's just you? What you supposed to do when you're the only thing to depend on at that point? What do? You have to fix your own tire, right? So it ain't that you don't need a man. It's you learning a life skill just in case something is supposed to, just in case, Can't always depend on another person. It's not gonna always be a thing.
Part though, you should still learn it. I don't think it's nothing wrong, but the part that he's teaching you so you wouldn't need a man is the problem. Fathers shouldn't tell their daughter that they don't need a man. It's not that you should, bow down or beg him for anything, but I want my daughter to find a man something similar to who I am as her father. You get what I'm saying? So we got to also push our children to love women, our boys to love women, and our young ladies to love a man.
I don't disagree with the pushing them to love, but what does that have to do with a girl learning how to put on a tire or to change her tire? That's a life skill. That's not taken away from a man. That's a life skill. Because my thing is this, let's say even if she is married, what if her husband can't get out of his job? What if he can't leave his job? What's she supposed to do? She could call AAA, but AAA gonna take 45 to however long they choose. What's she supposed to do when she could change it herself? She could be on the phone with you and change it herself. You could make sure she cool, and she do it like that. It ain't that she taken away from what you do. It's a life skill that she may potentially need. Just like cooking is a life skill that a man should probably know. You should probably know how to cook something for yourself. But that don't mean it's taken away from me as a woman and what I can provide for my man. That doesn't mean that. It's just a life skill, bro. Like,
but are men the same how they were back in the day?
Simple.
Because today I feel like men are very feminine today, and they want
You to chase
you
them.
to chase. I'm not chasing nobody. Shit, I don't even chase my liquor. So why am I chasing you?
You chased your liquor just now.
Because I don't want to get too drunk. But but she see me drink, I will drink out that bottle right now. But at the end of the day,
Very
I'm not.
contradicting.
You want me to chase you for what?
I think you guys take chase as just like putting in effort or putting in work as well.
Mhm.
When like Ace always says is that men put in all the work in the beginning and women are getting courted, so they really don't have to do much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look good. And then when we're in a relationship, we want more than you looking good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
So-
think chase
so,
always
okay.
it always looks like when women say that this sounds horrible, knowing that like most women are like you putting on your best fit, you making sure you look the most presentable. Like that's a form of like not chasing him, you're chasing him, but you're showing men that you're the most attractive or you have the best qualities or whatever. That is a form of attracting a man for him to actually come chase you. Like you get what I'm saying? So this whole purpose, and even if you don't chase men, like women always complain. I always say this, women always complain about why do these athletes or whatever movie stars be dating these women or whatever the case is? Because those women are chasing them. Like they know exactly where the fuck they are. They run into them.
Facts.
And then cheating.
They knowing exactly where they know how to get them. Like you get what I'm saying?
They
And
taking care of them.
and they're securing the men that most of these women is on these podcasts talking about that they want. Like, y'all not chasing those men that y'all want. Y'all thinking fucking Amazon is gonna come and deliver that nigga to your front door. Like, these other people are going out and seeking those men. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And you know what they say when they go to college? They be like, oh, I'm in college to find a husband. I heard that on a podcast one day. A girl was like, she was like, what do you go to college for? She said, to find me a husband.
Mhm.
And guess what she got?
Uh-huh.
A guy that got drafted. Sure did.
Okay.
Listen, man. Whereas
She probably chased him.
Whereas people in certain communities, our community, they going to college so they don't need a man. Like you know what I'm saying? So there's totally different outlooks on when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So, but just to go back to the topic,
Yeah,
you know,
said what is the difference between
a wife
girlfriend and a wife?
Yeah, and I
And
think
This segment,
that's
we gonna
the
stop
my
it.
fault.
We gonna split
I
it
think
up.
what you said is
Clothes don't
probably
really mean
the
nothing
only
about
thing outside of like
personality. To an
divorce
extent,
papers.
I
Like you know what
feel
I'm
the
saying?
same way.
Like it's just the legal aspect. Like you know what I'm saying? Because a girlfriend, and I think that's why we, as much as we believe in marriage, like we are struggling to convey that to other men because men are saying, well, why should I get married when my girlfriend is doing everything that a wife is already doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no incentive there outside of divorce papers potentially, or just shared assets, you know, because that is important as well.
Is
That is
business
how
and
you
everything.
transfer generational wealth, is by
Okay.
being married. Like, you know what I mean? I know people that's been married in relationships for like years, and then when that person passes away, they don't have access to the assets.
The
like, you know
bank
what I
will
mean?
take your
So-
house. If you are not married to that woman, the bank will take your house. Letting you know right now.
Mhm.
Your kids will not get that house. The bank will take it.
Yeah. So what were you
I
saying
don't know
before?
how true that is.
I was just saying that, you know, the difference between being a girlfriend and a wife, it's like when you're a girlfriend, you're more so getting to know that person and you're showing them how much you love them, and then you're spending time with them. But then when you become a wife, you guys are kind of like investing into each other financially, and buying a house together, and making children with each other. So, but a lot of
Okay.
people don't set those boundaries when they are in just a relationship. They're now doing everything that people do when they're married.
Mm.
So then marriage becomes non-valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we should bring back those boundaries. And also, when a woman is acting like a wife when they're a girlfriend, they're not letting that man chase and drive to want to wife her.
Can I say something?
They still didn't explain the wife thing. Did y'all notice that? They keep saying acting like a wife, be like a wife, and wife this and wife that. Okay, cool. The thing is this though. What is the difference? I still haven't heard a complete answer from either person.
I've been engaged 3 times
Mhm.
Okay.
because I act like this right now. Because a man sees that, oh, she could cook, she knows how to take care of her business,
Why didn't it work out?
and she's, you know, cleaning for me. I've been engaged 3 times.
I don't know if that sounds like a flex, like, because like you never been married.
it's
so
not.
I
it's
haven't
like,
married.
Oh, you should have said that then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, engaged just sound like a man proposed to you, but then he realized maybe
No, but I
he wasn't
realized
it. Like, you know
I
what
was
I'm
the one
saying?
who
Like,
realized
like G
this is
League.
not it because I was young. But at the end of the day, like you gotta I'm not gonna be a pick me, but I learned from my mom, and she's been married for 24 years, and she has a lot to her. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's a lot in other communities. They show their man who they are, so the man will marry them.
right.
Like if you're like in the Muslim community, they get married and then, you know,
I feel like it's different standards.
they show their man
though.
who they are.
It's
Yeah.
different standards.
Yeah, I don't think like you said, if a man is investing into you, I don't think you should withhold things from him, because then when he does marry you, you could either have that potential, or you could not have that potential because he didn't see it in you. Like, so I think you should come with your best foot forward. Like, what do we ever tell men, like, don't give a woman husband material before she's your wife? Like, that don't even sound like
You got to
what would
provide
that,
off.
what would that even include? Should we tell men, hey, don't provide for her fully because
But-
you're not her husband, or don't pay for this, don't pay for first dates because you're not her? Like,
Mhm.
should we tell men that?
Think-
Like,
If the man's not doing what he's supposed to do, let me say this.
But what's
If
the
he does not
difference
do
between a
right by
husband and a
you,
boyfriend,
do not
then?
act like a wife to him.
What is right by you though? What,
If he's treating you like shit, not giving you what you deserve as a woman, like really like not feeding into you as a woman and making you feel
This
like
is
your
crazy.
self-esteem, like bring your self-esteem low. You do not build his self-esteem. If you get what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So if the man's treating you like shit, like the cheating or just not being there for you, like if you're going through a lot and the man's just like brushing you off
Mhm.
and stuff like that, why would I give you
yeah,
all
but
of me?
that's common sense though. Like,
Right, but
it's kinda
some-
like, that should be common. I would
Yeah.
say,
Trying to say.
yeah. Like,
Common sense isn't common.
It ain't.
that is for sure. Like,
You don't
Oh.
give somebody all of you if you're not giving all of them. If they're not giving you all of them, you do not give them all of you.
Hmm.
And that comes with marriage too.
Me personally, I think the difference is when you, all right, you know, people, they want to do things like buy houses and get joint accounts and stuff like that with their girlfriend. I don't think that's a girlfriend move. I mean, I think that's a wife move.
Absolutely not.
I don't think you should do anything that requires y'all putting both y'all names on anything with your girlfriend.
I don't
I
disagree
think that
with
should be a wife thing. Also,
I
I
don't
don't
fully
think you should be
disagree
having
with that.
babies with your girlfriend. I
I agree
think
with
that's
that.
a wife thing as well.
Definitely a
I
wife
mean, I
thing.
think like once, yeah, like we always say, marry before you carry.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yeah, those are the two things that separate your girlfriend from your wife. Anything that requires it out to put both your names on it and children.
Okay. Joe, what's your thoughts?
I think when a person is fully invested into what you think and care about, and you doing the same for them, I'm talking about simple stuff as like how you guys said, like where your money is going, how much money you got. We should be able to articulate that and communicate that with each other. I, it's just a business when it comes to marriage to me. Like, I think you can have a
Okay.
successful relationship without getting married. I believe I'm going to be married soon, but
I feel that.
it requires a lot more because it's so much to lose on contracts, just like having business partners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If one of you don't agree with something and the business go wrong, it could fuck up the whole thing. So contracts are for life, and you got to be careful. That's all I can
Hey,
tell
listen,
you guys.
A couple of years ago on this podcast, I talked about how marriage licenses should have an expiration date. Now,
Mhm.
motherfuckers is laughing at me, but now niggas is like, you know what?
I
You
agree
might be
with
on to
that.
something. I
Yeah,
don't
if
know,
you
man.
had to
Give it a
renew
couple
your
more years.
marriage
It might...
license,
Listen, just know
you
if
had
that
to
conversation
renew it,
comes
I
up,
think
y'all
that
heard it
might
here
be-
first. Like,
Nigga, why don't you
You
patent
that
might
it?
need
would
to.
be a
I was about to
bad
say you need to
Word.
patent that
patent that shit. I
motherfucker.
don't know if you
Like,
can patent that. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Elon looking
that
at this
would
shit
be
right now,
bad.
like, oh, where?
I am about to chat GBT that.
But I think that's gonna
Because when
stop a
you're
lot
married
of
with a
marriages,
person,
too.
it's you guys are thinking about forever. We live for almost 100 years.
Not the average person.
Not the average person, but
it's
Maybe like
you know what I'm
possible, though. I
saying.
do
75.
get what
And
you're
it's
saying.
like, you really think you finna be locked in with somebody forever until you die?
Yes, I
But
do.
I feel like
I
you're
do think
thinking
so.
about marriage about love. Marriage is a business.
Mm-hmm.
I could love you for life and never marry you, but when I'm ready to marry you, it's because I want to have a real business with you. I want to put my money with
We
you.
are a business.
But
Yeah.
Everlasting, though?
I trust you.
Yes, if I'm
Yes,
gonna buy a house with
everlasting.
you, that house, a mortgage is 20-something years.
30 something.
30-something years. It's marriage is a
It could be
business.
15 years, too.
I could be in a relationship with my man and I love him. I love my man to death. But once we ready to get married, okay, we getting businesses together.
Facts.
We invest in each
I wanna
other.
be nothing,
Love,
yeah.
like, in certain countries, you have to pay a dowry to marry the woman. Because marriage is a business.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship is about
Wow.
love. But
Yeah.
marriage is a business.
I think marriage is a lot more than just about love.
think
Like you
marriage
say,
is
like
just in
it's
love
you
more
got to
than-
see this person as a
I think it's more than a business, too, especially if you're looking at it in a biblical sense. Yeah.
as a asset, not a liability. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
once
I'ma just thug
it
it out,
just comes
y'all.
down
It's
to
not that
like
long.
one of the
20
big things
minutes.
about marriage is to have the option to pass down generational wealth. Like, you know,
Mhm.
dowry is, you know, so you could pass to their family. You know, you give that money to their family, the bride's family, and so they could help build some type of generational wealth or whatever the case is. I think there's a sense of love in there, but there's also a sense
Yeah.
of duty
Mhm.
as far as the marriage too. This is what when you said about them not necessarily being happy, and that is understandable.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, that household, as long as it's not super toxic,
Yeah.
it's still more conducive to a successful child and their upbringing than a single parented household or whatever the case is.
There's something that they have that you can have that is similar to marriage, but it's not marriage. I don't know what it's
Domestic
called.
partnership.
Okay, yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing now too.
Because they love each other. That's why.
Okay.
What's
Listen,
the difference between that and marriage?
Because I could love you, but you may not be good enough for me to marry you. Like, why would I marry somebody and I don't see no future with you? Like, I could love
Why
you.
would you be with
I could
somebody
be in love with
who
you, but if I don't see
a
no
marriage
future
with?
with
But
you,
I
I'm not
think
gonna
you
marry
also get like the rights. If God forbid, if something happened, I think
Yeah.
you still get all of
You
the.
get all of the rights except
Yeah.
for like certain rights,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like not all of the rights. Like, I'm not gonna, if I could be in love with you, but if you're not giving anything, like, and I don't see no potential in you,
Yeah.
I cannot marry you, but I could love you.
How are you in love with this person without the potential, bro? None of this is making sense.
I've loved a lot of people, and I don't
Okay.
see myself marrying them because you don't want to progress in your life.
I just feel like things are never ever lasting. So I just feel no
disagree
purpose
with
of
her.
the marriage, because if you're thinking about the business, but you know you're not going to be with that person forever. So that business, that whatever you guys have, is not going to be forever. So what's the point of getting
What
It'll
business
be
do you
until
start
death
that you
do us
wouldn't want to
part.
last forever?
I mean, I would have my own personal business. Yes, I would want it to last forever. But if I'm having it with somebody and I'm not
I
going to
ain't
like that
heard no
person
facts.
after 5 years, why am I
I
going
think
to
that
get
mentality
invested?
hold us back. Like,
Not
I
gonna
think
like
that
it.
mindset
A
is
very
preventing us.
pessimistic mindset. It's like,
Word.
yo, it's gonna fail regardless. Like, why should I
Yeah.
get back? Like,
Yeah.
I think you got to look at marriage and be like, you know, like you got to look at the role models that of people that actually have done it successfully and model yourself and your marriage after those people and stop worrying. I know it's easy to see the divorce statistics and be like, damn, the majority of marriages end up in divorce, and you know, that is statistically true.
Mhm.
But you should want to be as a person, you know, look and vet somebody that you know is in this for the long haul, like, and
Facts.
understand that marriages is going to have its ups and downs, but the ultimate goal is, you know, the generational wealth, the happiness, and the success of the overall family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Since love
Yeah.
don't pay the bills. I could love you for life, but if my bills is
Girl,
not
and it
paid,
might
why am I mad?
But you gotta look at it as a whole. Gotta look at it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And every relationship doesn't look like the man providing the money all the time. Some people, the woman is the worker. You know, so whatever works for you is what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Marrying you? You can't help. You can't raise a child off of just love. You have to feed them. You gotta clothe them. You gotta put them in a house.
That's true.
Love don't pay the bills.
yeah,
You can't have those investments without getting married.
Love don't pay the bills though. Like I'm not
That's what
marrying.
I'm
no. What I'm saying
I'm
is
talking
you
about
can
investment.
have that, but I don't think we have enough examples. And to me, I don't think we have enough examples of productive co-parenting. We have way more examples of productive, healthy marriages working in society because our society have been built on family structure and a nuclear family. I don't think we got enough data and statistics to show that, or we haven't built up a system to show that co-parenting can work and be as productive as a marriage. Like, that's why I still believe in marriage. Like, you know what I mean? So,
But I love
think
the idea of
Mm.
marriage have an expiration date. Because I guess because of my pessimistic mindset. Because I
sure.
don't
Hey,
I
when this
think
shit about to
that
expire,
I think
man?
the reason why I like the idea is because a lot of people will force themselves to stay in toxic situations because they can't afford it. Can be one of the reasons. I feel like it's a lot of factors, but I think renewing your vows, you know, people do it anyway. So what if something happened to the man? Then what you mean?
I
I
think of marriage as a friendship. You think you're best friends with somebody, you're like, that person's gonna be my best friend forever. And then one day they betray you.
That's
They
the
betray
difference
Girl
between
gotta
women, because
stop
y'all
living
friendships
like
don't
this.
last as long as men's friendships do. Like, y'all friendships be on the expiration date.
That's
for
a fact.
sure.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I need
and
that.
the
I
expiration
don't.
date is Miami or your birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or
Like,
it don't
you
even
know.
be betrayal.
Or the bitch
Sometimes
fuck
you
your
just-
nigga.
Or you just
Wow,
grow
can't believe
apart.
Without you.
Or you
You could just grow
you
past
could just
somebody.
grow apart, and that a lot of times happens in a relationship. So I'm just thinking, why am I feel like you got to be delusional to be married. Like, you got to be like,
You
oh,
talk.
that person, like, oh yeah, we're gonna be together forever. We're gonna have this business forever.
I don't think that.
Like,
I don't.
I'm
I
a
never
very
thought
real.
that.
But you
realistic
understand.
person.
You understand that marriage is something you're supposed to do once in your lifetime. Supposed to. So this person is supposed to be better than every
She's
nigga you
gonna
talking about
leave
right
him
now,
because
because
he ain't
clearly
he
they ain't
can't-
last long.
She's going to leave him because he can't bring in the money. It's unfortunate because if a woman lose her job, a man will hold it down. He will. A great man will hold it down. A woman holding her man down and he lose his job to an unfortunate circumstance. It's some women out there who will leave instead of helping a man until he get back right. It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate.
In 3 years or whatever. So you clearly
I
haven't
don't
met
agree
that
with it.
person yet, so that's why you don't see it. But hopefully,
Yeah,
if you
she-
do meet
she
that
needs-
person,
It's not
you
even
can-
like with me. It's me seeing everybody.
I mean, people get married for the wrong reasons sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, we do got to get to. We've been on this.
Yeah, we've been on this shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let us know if y'all agree or disagree. Hit that like button if y'all didn't already hit the like button. Subscribe if y'all didn't already subscribe.
Mhm.
Let me get to this next topic, right?
Can we do baddie shot clock real quick? I'm sorry.
This ain't the Bad Girls Club, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
we,
okay.
we could do daily wrap up.
Betty,
Shout
Betty.
out to
Okay,
Cloud.
daily wrap up shot o'clock.
Yeah, I got 1 minute. Like, that's it. Like,
Start the clock. Pull me up too.
Now they want to be a baddie, like, you know what I'm saying? All right, now that y'all situated. Okay, all right.
I
So
feel like
Had
you
on the
shouldn't
show
have
that
to
said they
drink
wanted.
to have a good
What's the
time on
Jude
a
that said he was a
conversation.
baddie or some shit one time? I'll get to the next question.
we gonna get to that later. Listen, why is it socially acceptable for women to explore their sexuality without judgment, while men often face criticism for doing the same?
That's never been that.
It's never been cool to me. It's never been cool to me. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's just my 2 cents when it come to that though. But like, at the end of the day, if what another person do don't pay your bills or don't stop you from doing what you doing or being the best version of yourself, then you shouldn't care what they got going on. That's how I feel. Shouldn't be no criticism. People shouldn't be treating people ways because of their preferences. At the end of the day, if it ain't doing nothing to you, they preferences ain't doing nothing in your life. It's not changing your life. You know what I'm saying? So
Never. Men, nobody cares what a man does. Y'all can fuck a million bitches. Like, who gives a fuck?
No.
But it's the other way
What are you
around.
talking about when it comes?
Sexuality.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Listen.
that.
Sex,
Listen to
Oh,
hear.
sexuality, like,
yeah, like the shit that you
respond.
into, like looking at other girls and stuff
To
like
understand.
I don't care.
that. No, I know you don't. I know it's,
I
but it's
just
acceptable.
don't date
I
a
don't
man
know.
who wants to have
I don't-
sex with another man.
I don't. Yeah, me.
But
What?
if you want to do that, go ahead, baby.
I don't care
root
what
for
you do. I'm very big.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
you
don't care what
fluid,
other
bitch.
people
We not gonna be together, but you fluid. You're my bestie.
Yeah,
But we
ain't
cannot
not
be
my
together.
type
I
of
don't-
tea,
I'm
but
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting
You do
at.
what you want to do.
Why is there so much judgment when a man wants to? Because the thing we hear from
I ain't
women all the
judging
time
them.
when they want to explore, when they want to eat other women's coochies, is that sexuality is a spectrum. Sexuality is fluid. Like when it comes to
Who
them, but
says
then when a
that?
man partakes to or explore his sexuality, he gets judged by the very same women who says they want men to be more open or more sexual, like explore their sexuality, but y'all be the same
agree.
ones criticizing and judging
So
them.
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
agree. Do what you
So
got to do for you.
let me ask you
I
a
just won't
question.
be involved.
When you see a woman eat another woman's pussy, do you think of it as a masculine act?
No.
Right. You think of it as a feminine act. You think that is sexy.
Mhm.
If I see a nigga that I'm fucking with fucking another nigga, I'm thinking of him in a feminine way, like you being feminine. And for me, I want my man
If you
to
see
be
a nigga fucking
masculine.
another nigga,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
not into
Like,
that.
I'm
Simple.
like.
I think that's like a feminine act. I'm thinking like, or a guy getting fucked by the same difference, swap, switch.
whether
I'm
he
thinking
fucking
of
or
you
getting
Well,
fucked,
in
he
like
feminine.
in a woman way. In a
Well,
feminine,
if he's smashing a dude, wouldn't that be masculine? Just like he's smashing you?
That hurts though. It don't hurt.
Now look, moving the goalposts.
She cool.
So like, if you getting fucked, I'm sorry, you masculine as fuck, cause that shit hurt.
Can I stay on topic or no?
That
I-
shit hurt.
I
You
think-
strong.
I
You
think
strong.
if you're a man and you want to mess around with another man, I think of you in a feminine way.
Mhm.
I don't care if you're top or bottom. I think of you now in a feminine way. And for me, I want my man to be masculine.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
want him to be strong
So what if
and want to carry
what if
me.
he masculine and he's strong, but he fuck niggas?
It's just not for me. I still gonna think of you as in a feminine way.
Hmm.
I don't know how to answer this question.
But y'all just said that men
'cause you weren't
men just
listening.
voicing themselves as feminine. So what's the difference between
Whoever
the,
said that?
y'all said, oh,
No
niggas
one
is
says
needy.
that.
They want people to chase them. They so feminine. That's what y'all said earlier.
Yeah, and those
Well,
type of
they said
niggas
that,
that
yeah,
want to
they
get
said
chased,
that.
I don't find them attractive either. I don't want to be with them because I'm not chasing you. I'm the woman. You chase me.
I'm the prize.
Bruh.
Yeah, see, I don't know
Okay.
why you said that, but like, I think a lot of times a lot of women think they're the prize, they not, and then a lot of women think they worth being chased, and they really not. But just to go back to the
That's crazy.
the topic
I just don't.
again, I think we often criticize men for exploring their sexuality, just like how you did, like, you know what I'm saying. When I do want to give some numbers here real quick, right?
I
It says
wish
in the
they pull
U.S.
his
This is
stats up
you know I
on
love
I like
data and
statistics,
screen
statistics.
so we
Mhm.
see
In
where
the
he getting it
U.S.,
from.
61 of the black LGBT adults are women. Like, so 61 of the women in the LGBT is black women. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a coincidence.
Okay.
While it says
More than
56 of
half.
non-black women in the
About
LGBT.
percentage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why though.
again, and it
Why
says
do
about
people like what they
18% of
like?
young black women adult
Same way you like
identify
what
as
you like.
lesbian or bisexual. That's over twice the rates of white women and other racial ethnic groups. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I want to know why. Like again, in our community specifically, it seems like women, which is why we always joke on this show about women. A lot of women eating each other's coochies because y'all do be eating each other's coochie. Y'all besties, y'all be rubbing on each other's titties, feeling each other's coochie and shit like that.
I think women are.
And I think a lot of that is when we go back to women always talking about, oh, man is down low, man, he hanging out with his homeboys, he must be gay. I think a lot of that is projection because a lot of y'all, when y'all with y'all homegirls, y'all probably do some gay shit. So now y'all want to project it onto men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had a DL boyfriend before.
yeah,
Okay.
all women to justify their bullshit they had.
No, I really did. Like when I found out, I was like, wow. Like it's just like, and I feel like, you know what? Maybe if we don't criticize, men will be so open and be like, listen, this is what I like. So it won't be such a
It's not just
surprise.
women.
And
It's
I
not
wouldn't.
just women criticizing them though. Like it's a lot of y'all men is out here criticizing men for their sexual preferences as well. So it's not just a woman thing, bro. Like y'all be doing that. And my thing is this: you can not like something without disrespecting it, and y'all be doing that, bro.
And feel no type of way.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, like, say if I'm sucking dick and I ended up getting to your
Is she
gooch and I
cool?
get it to your ass, like, okay, I'm not thinking like, oh, this nigga gay as fuck. I'm like, he just that's how he like. I'm just turning him on.
The
Okay.
real G spot isn't their ass though.
Only women ever say that, bro. Like, I've never.
So it's not in their ass.
Huh?
Only women
don't
have ever
know.
said that. Like, and how would you know? Like,
I
who would
don't
you
know.
heard that from? Another woman, right?
You just look so innocent.
If anything, he does the ass eating in his
Get
relationship.
the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Oh, my fault, bro.
It's like this
I was trying to defend you, boy.
Wildin'
You
out,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Never, I
You
don't
gonna
do
respect
that,
my
you know what I'm
brother.
saying? And why you
Wow.
laughing? You got your ass ate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything else
Oh, you
crazy.
like
Everything
that?
that up.
I know, I can tell.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
you like that? Oh, you like that? Listen.
I mean, if
No, I
that's what he
don't.
like, that's what he like. Oops. Why that just happen?
If I'm sucking dick and I ended up getting to your about like, oh my
No,
god,
no, that's
wow,
not what
that
happened.
just, like, that's not what happened.
She got there, and I was like, "Whoa, what you doing?"
fault.
But
You
didn't
said
you
she
let her
spreading
keep
your
doing
cheeks.
it?
You
I never
definitely
said
said
that.
she spreading
you
I
your
don't
never
have to
cheeks.
said
spread no
that.
cheeks.
I never said.
You
Thank
don't have to spread cheeks. They're just laying
It's
on their
right
ass.
there.
It's
You're
right
laying
there.
it back a
you.
little
Thank
bit.
you. Thank you.
It happens.
That's not what happened.
sometimes.
It's not what happened. She went someplace she
But
wasn't
that's
supposed
your
to go.
ego coming in.
No, it's not my ego.
Because you know that shit felt good.
No, it did not.
It didn't feel good.
No, it felt like,
I
She
feel
wasn't doing it right.
bruh.
Why she projecting?
She wasn't doing it right.
You think,
So she must have
you
not
think you could do better?
Oh,
Lord.
Oh.
Yo, what's up, my boy?
Oh, shit.
please.
Yeah, I want to go into the next room real quick, like to see if you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, wait.
I just had to finish my shot. That's crazy.
that Don got her. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yo, got her.
Shit got real, literally.
I need to grow up. Man. I ain't gonna lie.
At the end of the day,
Sorry,
like, I don't feel like a man is gay if he gets his ass ate. If a woman's
I never
doing it,
said.
I
gay.
think
It
it's
just
like
ain't
a
for me.
pick or choose a certain. At least for every woman is different.
I
But
don't know.
for
Just
me,
know I ain't
there's
doing it.
certain things that I'll be like, all right, he's kind of feminine. I'm not really fucking with that. And then there's certain things that I'm like, all right, well, you know.
So let me
I
give you.
don't think it's gay
For example, like
unless
emotions.
it depends on the position you're doing it in. Though.
so like if you're on your hands and knees,
That's
If
gay
you-
as fuck.
that's kind of
That's
sus.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Let me ask you a question, right? You know, we watched Insecure, right?
Mhm.
So, Molly on the show, the woman was very open about what she did in college with another woman.
Mhm.
So she stood and she was on a date with a guy. So she asked him, you know, what's the craziest thing you ever done in college?
Oh,
He
yeah, I
was like,
remember that.
he was like that he had got head from a guy
Mm-mm.
only once, but he said, you know, it
He
was
said
never again.
he gave the nigga head.
No,
That's what
he received it. He said
He said he
got
received
it.
it?
Yeah, yeah,
But he
yeah. I
didn't
just
like
recently watched it.
Oh,
Like, that's what I'm
okay.
so like he just did it once and he decided he didn't like doing
saying.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, well he just explored that.
Okay, what was your thoughts?
He was in college. Shit, we was doing crazy shit in
We
college.
already established that you a little
Well, she
you a
seemed like she
little
don't really
open to
care.
things. Know what I mean,
I
you on
would
the other hand.
say, oh, okay. And then like hope he don't tell me about it again.
Would you look at him
Like,
different?
Like hope he don't tell me about another situation. If he tell me about another situation that happened with another guy, I'm like in my head, I'm like, yeah, you like men, and I don't want to be with you.
Wasn't there a singer that said he sucked dick twice and then decided the second time he didn't like it?
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Tank said
No,
That, no,
he
Tank
did
did say that.
No, he didn't say he did it. He said if you do it, then you're
Oh, I
not,
thought
then
he
you're
said
not
he
getting-
did it, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
I sent
I
you the
don't know
video the
nothing
other
about
day.
I
He was on
know what you're talking about. I know he was on Angela Yee
shit.
shit.
What the fuck is going? Y'all niggas sending each other videos about niggas sucking dick?
It was,
Bro, I don't know what the fuck
bro,
you're talking about, bro.
bro,
Well,
Yo, that is crazy.
I want to say, like, I don't judge. If a man wants to,
You don't judge.
I don't care.
if he wants to
He
do
can't
what
just be my
he,
man.
You
if
do what
he
you wanna do.
exactly, if he
Ain't
wants
my
to do what he
business.
wants to
Judge it,
do,
though, look.
go ahead, go have fun, like
Ain't my
get lit, have
business.
what you want.
Unless you
I'll
dealing
be at
with
the
me,
gay clubs turning up, like
it
cool.
ain't my business.
But then when it comes to being my man, I would like him
You start
to.
judging.
Y'all really don't
Exactly.
y'all really don't respect a guy if he was to open up to you guys. You see how you
Why don't
guys
you?
are like degrading him, but just like, yeah, we support you.
No,
Nah,
I would be
y'all
like, oh my
y'all
God,
halfway
I'll
in
tell
it.
you, it's a form of gaslighting because
Yeah.
I do this with men's emotions and feelings as well. Yeah, I tell men this is a safe space to be vulnerable and emotional. And then when the moment he's vulnerable and emotional, that nigga sassy, that nigga.
I don't do that. If anything, I see strength and vulnerability when it comes to a man because society holds y'all to this standard where y'all can't talk. You know what I'm saying? You're forced to look strong. Society does that. So me as a female who has friends and male cousins, uncles, my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like any form of vulnerability to me is a strength. It's a strength, and maybe this is just how I feel personally, but when I look at it, I believe that you don't have most men don't have open spaces, and because I understand, like, cause I don't know what it's like, but I can sympathize and try to understand your experiences every day waking up being a man. You know what I'm saying? Based on what you tell me, so I never would call somebody sassy when they open up to me. And we've had tough conversations. I've had tough conversations with people, and I've never been one to judge. I've at the end of the day, if that's what you got going on, and sometimes life be hard, bro. It be hard, and we all need somewhere vulnerable to be. But if you have an issue where you can't talk to women, go get a therapist. I recommend therapy.
Y'all do the same thing with men. Oh, y'all should be more open to y'all sexuality than when they do this shit. That nigga, yeah, I ain't never been with the nigga. Y'all gaslight men into this
I ain't
shit and then
say
y'all
that.
judge them. Like, that's the crazy part.
I'm
But
not
here's the
interested
thing.
in that,
Now,
though.
when
I'll
it
be
comes to
honest.
not even a sexual part, but when it comes to emotions, if a man cries in front of me, I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, he's a human being. I'm a human being. Everybody feels something. If you're
But-
upset about something, it's okay to cry. I'm not gonna say this bitch ass, sassy ass nigga's crying.
Until you get
No,
you mad.
like you
Facts.
until you
Until you get you mad.
No, not even that, I swear. I have a good heart. And I really feel like it's okay for a person to have emotions, especially a man.
It's
Like
okay.
you're human, bro. And from that, I don't judge. But that's why I said
Stop
it's a pick or
letting-
choose kind of
Y'all gotta stop letting some bad apples represent us all. They don't represent us all.
thing. At least
So how
for
is he
me.
human when it comes to expressing his emotions, but when it comes to exploring his sexuality, then he's not human all of a
I
sudden?
just cannot
Like-
picture my man just getting fucked by a man. I just
I'm
can't picture
sorry,
it.
I
I'm
can't.
sorry. Like, I love the LGBTQ community, but if I just cannot picture my man doing that. Like, first of all,
Okay, it's a preference.
it just I don't even believe in like, I feel like a threesome with two men is a train.
I used to
Agreed.
be-
So like, so he'd be like, oh, have my homeboy, let's have a threesome with my homeboy. Like, you fucking.
But a
know?
lot of women, when we have conversation with, a lot of women do secretly admit that they want to be penetrated by two men.
I definitely. Oh my God, no, that's a lot. That's a lot of dick. in
I
one
do.
room. I can't. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
do.
I love
So them niggas ain't gay?
I be watching
No.
double penetration porn.
But I'm saying,
she just fucked me up just now. Let me take
but
my glasses.
would that make them gay?
Fucked me up. Like, what?
Would that make them gay? The two
Outrageous.
dudes smashing you?
No.
But like I feel like, you know what just fucks me up too? Remember like
Just focus
niggas be
on
having
me.
trains on one bitch? Like
I'm the queen,
y'all
focus
just
on
like
me.
putting mad dicks in one bitch and y'all touching each other's nut. Like that's weird to me.
You talking about gangbang?
Yeah, like that's
That's
just weird
too
to
much.
me. That's a
too
lot.
much.
There's a lot of dicks in one room. Like, oh my God, like
People can do what they
That-
want to
that
do.
shit
that's
No
just
judgment
scaring me.
here.
Like, oh
I'm
my
just
God,
not doing
I'm having an
do
emotional
what they
reaction
wanna
right now.
do,
That's a
but I
lot. Like,
personally
no.
don't.
That ding-a-ling-a-ling.
That's
Bella
too
ring.
much, like,
No, but you know what? I
Not-
think
not
about like
judging them
4,
either.
right?
It's what they do in their
Four.
business.
When I used to watch Black Ink, he was my crush. Like
So
he was
we
my
bad
Black
apples,
Ink.
our
Oh, I
bad
thought you saying 4 dicks.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold
every-
you. Like
you
he said
turn
4.
around
I'm
a
like,
good
huh?
apple.
No,
Oh,
okay.
four.
But wait, pause. Hold on. You said you were thinking about 4 dicks.
No, I said I thought she said 4 dicks.
Nah, go run the tape back.
Run it
the
back.
tape back.
Run it back.
Like, yo, run the.
Hey, yo.
Nah, but he used to be my Black Ink crush, but then after, he got exposed for like, not exposed, he exposed himself. Like he liked to put dick in his ass and like
What?
This is
He said he like. He said he
Not
liked
dick,
to
like
peg.
outrageous
dildos.
term.
Oh, okay.
Get pegged
I
from
mean,
women and
that's
shit like that, right? Everything is from women. There was no men
I don't
involved.
think he's gay.
But he's not gay. He like women. He just is very
Women.
That's his king.
openly
Women.
sexual.
That's his king.
But me,
So you like
I wouldn't date him.
you like a penis-shaped
I wouldn't
object
date him now.
in your
I wouldn't.
rear, but you're not. Okay, all right.
Okay, but that's his.
But would it matter if it was that or if it was anything? Would you still have that same reaction?
But it's shaped.
I'm
Like
I'm just asking you. If it was anything and it went in him, would you still have that same reaction?
is it still penis-shaped?
Is what it could be anything. Like
Is it penis-shaped?
it could be a drumstick or some shit. I don't know. Like
Yo, if it's penis-shaped and you like it in your rear, I think that's
No,
sus.
he's not gay.
I mean,
He's not.
Openly sexual.
I love that for him.
I'm happy for him. He's happy.
who?
4.
Oh, 4? Okay.
yeah.
The male.
My
G-
thing is like
the male
How
G
his brother
spot is
feel?
in their
I don't know what you're talking
ass.
4.
Bro, y'all don't know this.
Anatomy.
Like, you know what I'm saying, like, listen, I only bring this up just because just the double standard. I just wanted to hear y'all be homophobic like for like 5
I'm not
minutes. Like,
homophobic.
First of all,
Black women are the most homophobic, but y'all, listen, that's another
I'm not
conversation, man.
homophobic.
Like,
How though?
listen, that's another conversation. Like, we
homophobic.
could get into that, but
I have a gay friend.
That's like you saying like that's
Yo,
a white person saying like, oh, I got a black
exactly.
friend.
yeah,
That's
like,
exactly equivalent.
I listen.
yeah, let me
Look at
I'm
this.
sorry, friend, but
That's
that
what
was
it's true.
that's
Huh?
so crazy.
So that shit is true.
what?
The male G spot is in your butt.
And did you look it up? Okay, thank you. I was right.
It don't change nothing though.
Yeah, don't say nothing, like-
And I bet you guys will nut real hard if a bitch put their finger
Anyway,
this
but
much.
you said the question was what?
Let me get to this next topic because this shit got.
Wait, hold on. I want to say something about that topic though. Like,
Oh, okay, well, my fault.
but repeat the question one more time. Right?
About the topic.
Yeah.
Why is there a double standard? Why is it socially accepted for women to explore their sexuality
right.
without judgment, but not men?
I think that when both men and women agree on something, that's when it becomes like a stigma. You know what I mean? And I think that both men and women agree that a man with another man is not a socially accepted thing. Like both men and women would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Just like they would agree that women like touching women,
Mm.
and men like looking at women touching women. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Men don't like seeing men touch men,
Mm.
and women also don't like seeing men touch men. So I think when they both agree on it, that's when it becomes a similar, and that's why it's not socially accepted. That's my take on it.
I like that. Yeah, I
Just
like how you did that.
how It's socially accepted for a man to cheat, but when it comes to a woman, a man will never take a woman back for
Yeah.
cheating.
And
That's
and
socially
both men and women agree.
No,
on
no,
that.
that's not socially accepted. That's just
Ooh.
one. That's just one being dumb and taking a nigga back after he cheated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, men, we just not dumb enough to take. Most men just ain't dumb enough to take y'all back. Like that. That's not a social thing. That's just a dumb thing. Like, you know
So
what I
you
mean?
agree if a man cheats on a woman, she should not take him back.
Yeah.
Because even if a
You
man's
should
like,
never take
"Baby,
anybody
I'll
back if they
change,
cheat on you.
I'll change.
Fuck that.
Don't take him back.
I can't. Whatever men or women do, I can't change their behavior. Now, what I can like critique at least is you taking them back or rewarding them for that behavior. If you going back to the nigga after he cheated, or you going back to that woman after she cheated, that's on you. Like, you know
If
what
you're
I'm saying?
going
Like,
back too easily, like if it's just like, I'm sorry, babe, and you don't like, it's like you really don't give a
The-
fuck.
The reason I think that is different is because a man can cheat without feelings. You know what I mean? Well, they say women can do that now.
That's what
but
They damn sure
Oh
could.
my God.
Oh,
I mean,
but it's
But
it's,
if you keep going back to the same pussy, obviously you sometimes
Wrong.
invested.
if you spend
Wrong.
money on the bitch, that's where you
Ooh.
lost me.
Wrong.
That's where you lost me. Once
A
you
lot of these niggas
They
got
drunk for sure.
somebody else's money, so it wouldn't matter. And why wouldn't I keep
And if I
fucking the?
find- if I
why
find
wouldn't
out
I?
about it,
Why
forget
would I
about it.
stop fucking the pussy that I got easy access to? It's pussy.
You do got a point.
That is true.
Well, just to let you know, women can do the same, and men don't believe it. Men
Yeah,
don't
but
want to hear it.
I-
Men don't want to believe it. But we can do the same thing too. We can have sex with a guy and not be emotional.
The problem is when women say it is,
go back,
they can't please their man at home, but they got the time and energy to go fuck another nigga. You get what I'm saying?
But sometimes a man
all
can't
women.
please a woman at home.
Huh?
Sometimes a man can't please a woman at home.
You
Yeah,
might be
but
right.
Like, you know what? There's certain aspects of other people that you may like in other people. You know what I'm saying?
see,
That's
and
it.
that's what I mean right there. And y'all seeing aspects.
But
But
cheating is trash.
but y'all have the power of cheating is greater for y'all because y'all it's so easy for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
How is it?
Y'all could just pick a nigga and be like, "Yo, come fuck me." He'll fuck you.
No,
We actually have to go out and work for that.
it's different now.
What you mean?
Women like to fuck.
Yeah, but you still can't.
It is easy for a
You
man
still
to
can't-
fuck.
You still gotta. You still.
No.
You
That's
still gotta have some
exception.
kind of motion, bro. You can't just go
Is it
out on the
though?
stream like, yo.
The average man doesn't have the access to women like the
They
average
definitely
woman
don't.
has the access.
A nigga could walk like you see a nigga. You see me. A nigga walk up to me and be like, "You're mad." I be like, "Get the fuck out my face, bro."
My nigga my ex cheated on me like with like 20 bitches. bro.
Because at the
In,
end of
like,
the day,
1
they
month.
were
So,
easy.
your
Them
ex
bitches
every
was
man,
throwing
though?
they pussies out. Like, but you don't think he had to go up?
But
to them?
who's easier, the person that stayed and let them fuck 20 other people and still come back home to you?
No,
That person is
that's
easier.
about love. I feel like
That
you
ain't
know,
love. That's
That's a
idiotic.
lie, man.
I'm not listen. If a man cheat on me, he know either you
20.
gotta pay to come back
I'm
to
just
my
saying,
motherfucking life.
Men
bill.
think
And
that
it's
it's
rent.
harder for a man to cheat than it is for a woman. No, it's not. It's equal now.
No, you
It's
can't.
not
You can't
equal.
compare one man to like every nigga probably don't got the same riz or motion that your ex had. Like you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
so
promise
y'all
you,
have to stop
it's
letting
not
one
the same.
woman.
Like dating apps
If that's the case, y'all have to stop letting one woman advocate for us all, then, right?
prove that it's not the same. Like because niggas are struggling to get swipes, where women got unlimited swipes in they fucking DMs. Like you know what I'm
And
saying?
stats
Like,
prove that women cheat more than men.
How?
I mean,
That's what the
it-
stats prove. What you mean? Like,
The
what
data,
the fuck? How you asking us how?
does show that. And women always say, we just better at, what they say, they better at cheating than men.
Yeah,
That's what-
yeah.
If they was better at like men cheat more, I don't care.
That's
You
what
going
been
against the stats for your feelings?
I feel like my thing is like I guess women just I feel like have more sexual discipline. That's what I call it. Or
We just said they cheat more. How y'all got more sexual discipline?
Because men don't
we be
admit that
fucking the
they
niggas that we
cheat.
want, right?
No,
But men
women
be
don't
fucking
admit.
just fucking anything.
But if the stats
the bitch could be
say
ugly as fuck.
that means they
And they
did, that
still
means
gonna
they
stick they dick
did
in her.
a survey and the bitches was like, yes, I was cheating. Yes, I was cheating, and the men was like, no, I don't cheat on my bitch. Like that was a.
You really think that's how it went?
How else would it go?
You ever watch
I
Maury?
think it was an anonymous.
Maury's mad funny.
It was an anonymous survey.
It was.
So what incentive do they have to lie?
God
They
damn.
don't.
I think
They don't.
women want
No
they want to
incentive.
perpetuate that stereotype that men cheat because it keeps them at this perpetual victimhood, like at all times. Oh, man cheated, a man this, that, and the third. Like, so they don't want to have that narrative flipped because now they don't get to play the victim as much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we gotta get the fuck about it. We appreciate y'all for being here. Let them.
We do.
Yeah, we do gotta get.
enjoying
We do gotta get about it. Let them know where they can follow you at.
He screams Dior. He screams Dior on Instagram.
Or it could be a he or she in your case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think black women are beautiful. I love black women.
Okay.
What about it, Becky?
I love black women.
All right, shout out to you. You get.
she act like
You see
Umar
this right
watching.
here?
I love that.
All right, y'all. We at the end. Let's read some comments to get done. Oh, I know the one with the short haircut. He screams Dior. LOL. It's funny how girls from Long Island come out the woodwork on these platforms. I'll be watching. Type. Putting your daughter on birth control after her first period is crazy. Hey, she can do what she want to do. I don't know. I wasn't even really too sure how I felt about, but I also feel like you should educate your child. Yes. It's a lot of double talking going on. Yeah, it happens. These two are broken. Holy, may I never come across anyone this pessimistic and negative in real life. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. You feel me? Staying through to the end. I know it's a little long today, but we watch what we watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, comments, Like, comment, subscribe, share. Send me more videos to react to. We gonna get out of here. Peace.
I can see me sitting in the back of a cop car, banging my head on a window. I can see me slamming that last cop shot glass, losing every